Hey, welcome to Must Watch. Coming up today, we are celebrating football with Hall of Fame star and three-time Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth, plus the Bachelor star Bob Guiney is here to share his tailgating party ideas with all of us. So many of us are using a lot of screen time these days, but have no fear, we're bringing in Dr. Jason Compton, who is here, and he's going to share how we can keep our eyes safe during heavy screening time. Mom blogger and lifestyle expert Nicole Feliciano joins us with some advice on how we can begin teaching our kids financial responsibility. That's a great conversation you do not want to miss. A new episode of the Must Watch Show starts right now. I'm Noah Wilson and welcome to the Must Watch Show. And by the way, look at our new set. It looks all fallish and leafy-ish and it looks so cute-ish. Anyway, right enough with the ish. But anyway, we have a lot of nice guests that I think you all will enjoy today. So let's get started with our first guest. With screen time on the rise, we all know about this from the popularity of things like gaming, streaming, remote work, and digital learning. So is the risk of screen-related eye issues. Joining us to discuss the issue and tell us about a new screen time alliance headed by the American Optometric Association is Dr. Jason Compton, an AOA member and a gamer. Welcome, Doctor. So nice to have you on the show this morning.
Excellent.
All right, so first off, can you tell us about the impact and the potential long-term effects of prolonged screen time?
So, prolonged screen time, it's so real to so many of us because it's our everyday lives. But what we need to understand is it's linked to something we call digital eye strain, or some people refer to it as computer vision syndrome. And what that is, it's a whole group of eye and vision conditions that occur. For instance, dry eyes because we don't blink as much when we're focused on the computer screen, or headaches because there's strain on the system. You have things like light sensitivity, blurred vision, itchy eyes, watery eyes. These are all types of symptoms that may manifest on a minor level, but for some people, these are very serious health concerns.
Dr. Compton, why is the partnership between the AOA and the gaming industry to launch the Screen Time Alliance so important? Tell us more about that this morning.
So I think it's important because nothing like this has ever been done before. You have a professional healthcare organization teaming up with the gaming industry. It's good because it's a way of educating the American public, educating them, one, on proper habits. If you're going to be in front of the screen for that much time, what can you do to promote good eye health? And number two, which I think is the most important, it's really encouraging that in-person comprehensive eye exam that's going to be provided by an optometrist.
I got a virtual eye exam. I don't know how they really do that. I don't think they can do it as good as they can with an in-person eye exam.
Yeah, and that's something that we run into a lot. Optometrists are really healthcare's primary healthcare provider. And during that exam, I can diagnose, I can treat, I'm examining, I can manage all sorts of things. But it's so much more than just your vision. There are health conditions that we're monitoring you just can't see through an online platform.
Now, doctor, how can we keep our eyes safe during heavy screening time use? Because we're all on our phones, we're on our tablets, we're on the computer, we're watching TV. That's still using a lot of screening time. Tell us more.
Yeah, it's interesting. The AOA just recently released a gaming survey where they found that the average time was about 8 hours spent on these devices. And of all the people that they surveyed, 88% of those people had some types of eye-related symptoms. To answer your question, the best thing to do, we've already touched on, it's that in-person comprehensive eye exam. Why? Because during that exam, the doctor can really take a personalized approach to see exactly what that patient needs.
Now, just out of curiosity, how much screen time should we allow our kids to have so it doesn't affect their eyesight so soon?
So it's more about understanding habits and try to limit time, because when you think about it, they're playing games, but during COVID, the shelter in place, kids were doing schoolwork. They were doing good things on these tablets. So if we have to use these tablets, it's more important that during that relationship with your optometrist, they're going to educate you on different things. Maybe talk about the distance of the tablet, maybe talk about the eye level of that computer, adjusting things like the brightness or adjusting things like glare. All these things can help a situation that sometimes is unavoidable a little healthier for your eyes. I really want users to be able to prioritize their eye health and understanding the connection between prioritizing your eye health and your overall health and well-being. The AOA the American Optometric Association does a very good job at promoting this to the American public. I definitely want to encourage users to visit their website at aoa.org/I as in EYE. I deserve more. There's a lot of great helpful tips from that Screen Time Alliance group that we talked about, but also, and more importantly, they will do their part in connecting you with an AOA doctor of optometry so you can get that in-person comprehensive eye exam.
Fantastic. Well, coming up next is mom blogger and lifestyle expert Nicole Feliciano. She joins us with advice on teaching financial stability to our kids. More in a moment. Welcome back to Must Watch. Well, back to school season is in full swing, from consistent bedtimes to easier morning wake-ups. This is the perfect time of year for families to get it together and establish positive routines. Another healthy routine is teaching financial responsibility. Kids that understand the basics of finances can begin to develop a sense of independence and have the resources needed to make informed money decisions throughout their lives. And there are tools available to help families with kids of all ages. So let's welcome this morning mom blogger and lifestyle expert Nicole Feliciano. Nicole, so nice to have you on the show this morning. So let's talk about this important topic. So as parents transition their kids from summer fun to back to school routines, this is such a great time to teach them about money and finance. But how do we start off the conversation? Tell us more.
Well, it's the perfect time to start up on math literacy and managing money. So we like to play budgeting games with kids that are as simple as guessing how much things cost. So when you take that trip to the grocery store with them, or when you're filling up the gas at the gas station, have the kids try and guess what the total is going to be. Once they figure out how much everyday things cost, it's really the first step in financial literacy and setting up a budget.
And this is also an opportunity to explain the difference between what your child wants versus what they need, right?
Yeah, that's a big one. So we have teenage daughters, and we're taking it up the next level for them because they can handle a little bit of a bigger concept. So we print out our monthly checking statement a few times a year, and we'll show them how we set up our family budget. And we'll show them needs like that mortgage payment or paying the utility bills that keep the lights and the Wi-Fi going. And then we explain the concept of discretionary items. So the new lacrosse cleats or dinners out for our family. These are items that are not going to necessarily be in everyone's budget or be in every month's budget. But by helping them see where we as a family spend our money, it's really important so that they can then mimic this on their own when they're adults.
Now, Nicole, I hear there are tools out there to help parents teach kids about budgeting and managing money at various ages in life. So what important information can you share with us about that this morning?
Sure. We've been relying on Chase products to help navigate the world of finance and teaching our girls about money. You can start your kids as young as age 6 with a Chase First banking account. I love this product for tweens and kids. Parents can control where and how much money the kids can spend with their debit cards. Now, for teens, there's high school checking and college checking. These have no monthly service fee and offer a lot more independence. So kids can transfer money with Zelle, they can check balances, they can make payments all on their Chase app, but they do have the security and comfort of knowing that it's still linked to their parents' account.
Now, we all know that cash is very outdated for kids today. I still use cash, but I know a lot of people, they use their card and stick it right under the machine. But how do you teach the value of money without them ever really physically handling it?
Absolutely. So when my girls, when they do babysitting, they come back with a handful of cash and they immediately ask me to transfer it into their accounts. So I can quickly do that. But one of the tools I really rely on is good old-fashioned allowance. Now, it's a digital transfer nowadays, but on Sunday night we do, they get paid their allowance and they know they've got to make it last for the week. So for them, it's an opportunity to set up a little mini budget. So our older daughter is 17. She is responsible for paying for her own gas. And she's got to figure out a way to make it all work until that next Sunday's allowance comes in.
This is all such great information. I cannot thank you enough for coming on the show to speak more about this. So where can our viewers and listeners go to learn more info about all the things that we have discussed this morning as far as handling money?
Sure, they can head to chase.com/studentbanking for more information.
Well, when we come back, we are talking all about football season by sharing helpful party ideas with you for your family and friends. Stick with us. Welcome back. When nothing says fall like crisp, cool air in football, while we might still be waiting for the weather to come around, even though I'm dressed for the weather, football season is finally here. And before the first play on the field, fans all know the party starts in the parking lot when you tailgate. Former Michigan State quarterback and star of TV's The Bachelor, Bob Guiney, joins us with tips to help you host a tailgate on a budget that will impress friends and family. Good morning, Bob. So nice to have you on the show. So first off, the game may not always turn out the way you want it to, but you can always plan for a winning tailgate party. Bob, do you have any tips that can help fans celebrate game day without a lot of hassle?
I do. Now, I've got some great advice for you, and my biggest piece of advice is start planning early. So tailgates, they run the gambit. We got truck bed picnics going on right here, all-day gatherings. But no matter what you're hosting, you need a game plan. So tip number one is be sure you are repping your team with some great school-themed merchandise. I can tell you as a former player, I used to love seeing our fans in Spartan gear. And we've got great team apparel here, too. I mean, you can look at the chairs, coolers, cups, and blankets. And that's the thing I love about Sam's Club. You can roll on into Sam's Club and literally get everything you need checked off your tailgating list. These are all high-quality items at incredible values.
Now, Bob, let's talk about that delicious food. That is my favorite part of tailgating, but how do we keep our tailgates delicious and affordable with Sam's?
Well, that's just it, right? We want to keep it affordable. We want to put something together that's great, and food is king. I mean, look at this beautiful spread right here. This spread right here comes in at under $8 a person, and it includes all your tailgating favorites, too, like hot dogs, pork sliders. We've got chips, we've got fruit, so many great things up here, and it's so easy to do. And that's where tip number two comes in. Take advantage of some prepared items, especially those you can plus up. We have great fruit and cheese skewers here. These are made from Sam's Club's pre-assembled fruit and cheese tray, and they keep the crowd satisfied, but they also make your wallet happy too. Only $1.57 a skewer. Plus, they're actually fun to make. They give you something to do. Putting all the fruit on a stick, that's kind of fun. And then how about these? Mini pork sliders. These are amazing. You put the Members Mark pulled pork on a roll, you add some bacon cheddar ranch dip, throw in some dill pickles, and boom, you've got a delicious and affordable slider at about $1.60 a piece, and it's delicious, of course. And then you can add in your favorite dips and chips. Got a ton of those. Your families and friends are going to start wanting to be at the tailgate more than the game, so you got to be careful. And if you're tailgating from home, or if you love to grill and you want to throw this thing in your truck and take it to the tailgate, I love this. This is the Members Mark 4-burner outdoor gas griddle. It is a perfect addition to your patio and great for every game day.
Exciting. Now, do you have a favorite team that you're rooting for this year in football?
Well, I got to root for my Michigan State Spartans. I think we're gonna sweep the Big Ten and end up in the national championship game. I just wish that it was not on New Year's Eve, because last time it happened, it ruined my New Year's Eve. So I don't really want that to happen this time. So, I'm hopeful, of course, that my team will take it, as far as they can take it.
Now, Bob, do you have any other tips for our viewers as they get ready for games this weekend? Because games are going to be going all throughout the fall season.
I do. I've got one more for you. And this one actually doesn't just apply to, I don't think, a tailgate. It applies just to life in general. Never show up to a party empty-handed, right? Even when your friends say, oh, trust me, everything's good, don't trust them. Get something. Roll in with something. I like to be the dessert guy. And Sam's Club, we were talking about earlier how great their bakery is. They have the Members Mark cookies. They're fresh. They're right out of the bakery. Their cupcakes are amazing. We got iced brownies here. I can never pass them up. And that's the thing that's beautiful about it. You can always roll in with something quick that you can grab, and you can show up, and now you're the dessert guy, and people love you because you brought in the sweets. So, I think it's a great way to make sure you're set up for anything.
Well, Bob, it's been a delight to have you on the show this morning. Tell our viewers where they can go for tailgating essentials this season.
Yep, all you do, you go to Sam's Club, of course. You can check them out, samsclub.com. And don't forget, take advantage of the great things that they've created. They're like curbside pickup and scan and go, because they'll literally make your shopping so much easier, so much faster, and so much more fun.
Thank you so much, Bob. When we come back, we have more football party tips with NFL Hall of Fame star Mark Schlereth. More in a moment. Stick with us.
Here's a look at our new series, Deadliest Catch, The Viking Returns.
Are you busy?
No, I'm fine.
I've got a surprise for you. It's a good one, I promise.
What the viewers can expect, it's really exciting for my dad and I to go out there and try something new. Normally I'd take the lead from my dad with him having so much history in Alaska, but this is all new territory for us in Norway.
Well, we were basically not forced to try something new, but it was an opportunity to try something new. And as we are fishermen and crab fishermen, always been curious about, what I've heard about the crab fishing in Norway. I've been fishing there as a young man before for different species of fish, but trying something new over there, trying to create a new legacy. And with the king crab season being closed in Alaskan waters, it just fit. It felt right to go over there and take that risk and see if we can't make something work, and who knows, maybe we can get a future out of it and start a new legacy.
That trip to Norway really opened my eyes. There is opportunity to build on our business.
After 18 years, going into season 19, I think for me coming back, because of the rapport we have with the cameramen, I think we trust them, and that took a lot of the load off. And quite honestly, for me personally, I'm really proud of the fact that that show has aired for so long, and the fact that we've been able to help represent not just crab fishermen, but fisheries and fishermen, and show people all across the globe, in over 100 countries, what it really takes to go out and catch seafood, and then, how that's done, and then bring it, from the source to the plate, right? And why it's so expensive, and the risks that are involved, not just in crab fishing, but all fisheries across the globe. So, I'm very proud of that, and that keeps me coming back.
Welcome back. Our last guest for today is Hall of Fame star, three-time Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth. Whether you were tailgating or home gating this year, Mark is here to share many choices and his predictions on what to look for in the NFL. Welcome, Mark. So first off, football starts with the TV now. You got to have a nice big high-definition TV, or at least I think so. But what do you recommend for watching the games at home this year, Mark?
There's no question about that, and I love football season. I love the fact that it brings us together. It starts with the television set, right? The focal point of any room. The LG OLED series, award-winning 65-inch OLED C2 series, best picture quality, realistic colors, sharp images, no blurring during fast motion scenes. Hey, whether it's movies, gaming, or what we like, sports, it's better on a LG OLED TV, LG.com for more information. And then no party's complete without pizza. Papa John's got a great football pizza right now. Thin crust pizza, uncut in the shape of a real football, guys, with Papa John's signature pepperoni, nationally available through September 25th at only $10.99. Find out more information at papajohns.com. Then Bush's Baked Beans for the great sides. Hey, at the tailgate, you like the hot dogs, you like the burgers, got to have a great side, right? Bush's Baked Beans, the sure side of a good time. Their original or their grill and beans secret family recipe with cured bacon, fine brown sugar, blend of spices. It could be a standalone meal as far as I'm concerned. Bushbeans.com. And then Slick Deals, you're going to love this. Community of millions of people working together to save you money. 12 million users vet and vote on the best deals on the internet, the best products at the best price from the best vendors. You can set an alert on your phone, get notified when it hits your criteria. Slickdeals.net, especially for the tailgating season with tables and coolers and the whole 9 yards. They've got you covered.
That is definitely a great way to find the best deals out there. And who doesn't love Papa John's? I like the pepperoni pizza, and I love baked beans. But let's move on to the games now, my friend. So what do you expect this season, and who do you like currently this week?
Well, it's really interesting to me because you've got the AFC with all the young gun quarterbacks, guys like Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, and guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Like, you've got a bunch of young, really superstar budding quarterbacks. And then you got the NFC that's got the old guard, right? You got Tom Brady, 45 years old, Aaron Rodgers. You got Matthew Stafford. So it's kind of the old versus the young. It'll be really interesting to see who kind of comes out of those groups. But listen, one thing about the NFL, if you've got a really good quarterback, you got a chance to win and go deep in the playoffs.
Now, Mark, do you have a specific team that you're rooting for in football this year?
Well, I mean, my two teams, Washington and Denver. Listen, those are the two teams I played for. Russell Wilson in Denver. I'd love to see them go to a Super Bowl. Do I think that's realistic? There's a potential of that happening also in Washington, but you know, like I think the teams that have the most likelihood, Buffalo, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, and probably Green Bay would be the teams that I think probably have the most capability, even Los Angeles, the most capability of going to a championship game.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for sharing all your football party ideas. Tell us where we can go for more information about all of this.
You can go to LG.com for the TVs, PapaJohn.com for more information about your pizzas, BushBeans.com for the sides and all the fixins, and then SlickDeals.net for more information on all those great deals.
Thank you, Mark, and to all of my amazing guests today. Take care, be safe when going out to watch a football game, and we will see you back here next time on Must Watch. Have a great day. Bye-bye.